I'm Scott with Marcs Mobility. Today we're going to be reviewing this Jazzy 610 power chair with electric seat lift, so stay tuned. I'm here with the Jazzy 610. This is a classic chair back when Pride Mobility in the early 2000s was making chairs. This is about 20 years old. This chair, like I said, is a classic. Pride's chairs from back then were really popular. They're really hard to find these days, and this model particularly, or this exact unit, has 67 hours of usage on it. So it was used maybe a month or two. It really did not have much use, and it just kind of sat for quite a few years until we bought it. So this is an older style chair, but what's cool about this chair is it's a mid-wheel drive power chair, and it also has a seat lift on it. So we're going to start with the seat lift. So I'll give you seat to ground measurements, and then we'll measure the seat lift. So from the ground to the top of your seat is about 20 inches. On the joystick, you switch to the seat lift button, then you can move your joystick forward and backward to trigger the seat lift. So you'll see it going up. So we started at 20 inches. We're going to see where this ends. There we go. About 26 inches. So this is a 6-inch seat lift. Yeah, about 26 inches. So we got a 6-inch seat lift on this unit. What's cool about this is you can also drive at a reduced pace while the seat lift is lifted. So if you do need help reaching into a cabinet or working in your kitchen or anything, you can still move around with the seat lift elevated. That's a really nice feature on this. So while I have the seat lift elevated, we're going to go to the base. So this is a nice shroud here. It's in pretty good shape considering how old the chair is. This is called the champagne color. They don't make this color anymore, so it's kind of cool to see that. We also have our motors right here. These are direct drive motors. They go straight to the hub of these wheels. These wheels are a little bit larger in width as well, so these are nice to help you track outside a little bit. And a lot of the Pride chairs had a little bit more power in the motors back in the day. So this is the Jazzy 610. If you ever want to push the chair, you can see that the brakes are engaged and the chair will not push. So let's say you have an issue with the batteries or whatever, you need to push the chair. We have a neutral lever right here. It's this handle above the motor. We're going to pull that out, and then that disengages your brakes. You can do that on the other side, or you should do it on both sides. So you can see this wheel has been disengaged and I can push the chair around. Make sure we lock it back in place, because the chair will not drive while in neutral. It'll start throwing an error code on your joystick and it'll start beeping at you and you can't drive. So that's the base. This chair comes with an internal charger. You can see it there. The internal chargers are usually the first thing to go on these, so whether this works or not doesn't really matter. We're going to give you an external charger. So I'm going to grab a charger from over here. We're going to give you one of these. This isn't the exact charger. This is just a demonstration. You would plug one end under your joystick. The other end goes into the wall. Then the charger will show usually an orange light while it's charging. It'll switch to green once you're full. That'll indicate that you're full, and the charger will usually stop charging. So we're going to give you an external charger just because those internal ones tend to wear it out over time. That's the first thing to go on these. So up front we have a flip-up footplate. So if you do need help getting in and out of the chair, you can use that. You can also use the seat lift as well. So if you need to get a certain height, you can usually go up. Well, I'm already up. So that way you don't have to, you can more like scoot off and out of the chair rather than have to push all your weight up with the seat lift all the way down. So that's a neat feature. I'm going to bring the seat lift back down. So this is a mid-wheel drive chair. So you have two caster wheels on each side. Both are on the ground. Then your drive wheel's in the middle. So that means when the chair turns in a circle, it's going to turn on its own length because your pivot point is right here. So it gives it a really small turning radius inside. So now let's take a look at the seat. This is a captain seat, which means you have a handle right here. You can fold the seat down. And then while we're here, I'll give you this measurement if you ever have to transport this. The headrest does come off, so we're looking at the highest point right around there. About 31, 32 inches is what we're looking at, right around here with the headrest removed. Then you can adjust the seat back a little bit with a pretty good amount of recline. These arms do flip up. If you do want to transfer from the side rather than the front, you can do that. There's a safety belt that comes with the chair right here. Like I said, the headrest can come up. It is adjustable as well. Which side is the adjustment on? It's pushed all the way down right now. There it is. So you can adjust it higher or lower. There's an adjustment on the inside of the left side, so we can adjust that. I'll get this back to a normal position. And then I'll show you the measurements of the seat. So let me spin this around a little bit just so you can see. So this is our seat. This is a 20-inch wide seat by about 18 inches in depth. It's a nice padded seat. These old Pride seats had really good cushion, very comfortable. So I'm going to turn this back around to normal. And so you can see. And I think I've covered about everything. Oh, there is one more thing I want to mention. You can adjust the armrests as well. There's a knob you can loosen and bring the arms further out. There's little set screws in here you can loosen and bring the arms up or down. So you can adjust the armrest. There's a docking device in the back if you need a rear basket. This chair also has a swivel seat. So right here is a handle. You loosen that forward. There we go. Loosen it forward. It's got a tension lock on it. So then you can spin the seat around and then tighten it wherever you need to. It is also how you remove the seat on this chair. Is you push that lock forward and you can lift the seat up. Just keep in mind your joystick is still attached here, so you might want to remove an arm or something like that if you are taking the seat completely off. So it does have a swivel seat on it as well. So once again, this is the Jazzy 610. This is a really oldie but goodie power chair. It's not in production anymore, but like I said, this one has 67 hours of usage on it. So it's in really good shape. You're not going to find a chair like this with this few hours, or they're very rare. We don't see them come in very often. So now I'm going to take this outside. We're going to give it kind of a driving demonstration. I'll drive it through the grass and we'll see how it performs. This is the Jazzy 610 by Pride Mobility. This is the mid-wheel drive power chair, so you can see it turns on these the drive tires are in the middle of the chair, so you can see it turns almost on its own length. This is very good for inside. It helps you navigate these tight corners very well. Now, it does have these larger tires, so it should track okay in the grass. We'll demonstrate that in a second. But one thing I wanted to show you is the seat lift and then how fast it goes. So this is a 6-inch seat lift on the chair. We're going to go up. Then, like I said, it lets you drive with the seat elevated. Now, this is at a reduced pace. And notice that the footrest does not come with you. So it does drive slowly. So you can navigate your kitchen with this, but this is not meant to be, keeping up with someone walking. So it's a slow drive distance. So I'm going to bring it back down. The top speed on this is about 4 miles an hour, so it's not the fastest chair. This is really good for inside, though, like that turning radius I was mentioning earlier. We're going to try this in the grass in just a second, see how well it tracks. So go ahead and follow me over here. So it doesn't seem to have any issues in the grass. Now this is flat grass. I wouldn't take it in anything crazy, but soccer fields, anything like that should be no issue. This is not an outdoor chair, but you can take it on any compact surface. Just no sands, no mud, nothing really uneven, but this will be good for that. So once again, this is the Jazzy 610. This one has 67 hours of usage on it. So if you're interested in this, check the link in the description below, or just give us a call. We'd love to help you out.
Hi, I'm Marc.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marcs Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.